I was looking at my collection today and I thought to myself, I'm just trying to figure out which reviews to do. And I'm looking at my fragrances and I've reviewed that, I've reviewed them. And I was looking at my Escentric molecule fragrances and I thought to myself, I haven't reviewed this one that I'm going to talk about today. I done a quick first impressions review on it a little while back. And to me, there isn't a lot of reviews on this fragrance, and this deserves some light, because if you're looking for an all year round fragrance that can work in a lot of occasions, I think you're going to want to hear this. I'm talking about Escentric Molecules Escentric 05. Just stay tuned. What is good, YouTube? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikey Cologne, and if you're tuned in, as always, thank you very much for doing so. Thank you to all my subscribers. I just want to get that out there. And if you're new to my channel and you enjoy my content, hit the subscribe button. It is completely free. You haven't got to pay a bean. And tap the bell, because it will notify you when I drop a review. Right, yes, today is a full review on Escentric Molecules Escentric 05. You've got the molecule line, which focuses on a specific note or a chord or synthetic molecule. And then the Escentrics have that molecule in with other notes. Now, Molecule 05 is concentrating on cashmerean. Now, Escentric 05 has cashmerean in this, plus it has ambroxan, it has isoe super, and it has a ton more other notes in this. And straight from the get-go, to me, this is a masculine fragrance, and this is a complex scent because there is a lot going on with this fragrance, and I'm just going to dive straight into it. So these are 100ml bottles and they come with no caps. So if you order yourself a bottle and you don't get a cap with it, don't think that you've been cheated, because the bottles do not come with caps. They just keep it simple. And to be fair, when you've got a few on a shelf, they actually do look kind of smart. And the atomizers, they're not too bad. This is my scent of the day as well, but I'm going to spray it on skin just to get that opening. Right, I'm going to read you the note breakdown as quick as I can. You've got fig, bergamot, orange, laurel, rosemary, basil, juniper, hedione, green jasmine bud in brackets, cypress, freesia, iris, jasmine. It says deconstructed florals, cashmerean, cistus, labdanum, musk, mastic resin, ambroxan, and isoe super. Ton of notes. And that is why I say this is a complex fragrance, because sometimes you can get a fragrance with loads of notes in and it kind of smell simplistic. Like a lot of won't happen in that fragrance. With this, it jumps from one place to another. When it first opens up, you get a bright citric bergamot. But along with that, I get a juicy orange. And to me, the juice, like literally the bergamot stands out for about 10 seconds and then the bergamot still stays, but then the orange pushes through straight on my skin. With this is aromatics. It starts turning herbal, green. The fig to me here is more of a fig leaf, because there is definitely a green tone to this fragrance, plus a herbal tone. You've got the juniper, the basil, plus a little bit aromatic. Now, with all this going on, the fragrance got a little bit of musk to it, starts turning woodsy, and it's got a little bit of a sour edge to it. And to me, maybe that's the cashmerean coming in and mixing with all the aromatics and the cypress, because the cypress backs up the cashmerean, because it comes off quite woodsy. Like the more this sits, the woods amp up, the musky side of things turn up. So you've got all this going on. Now, once it starts heading into the mid, This is when the Ambroxan and the ISOE Super start coming in and out of the fragrance. And to me, they might stay, as in scent-wise, and my nose might just get tired, because sometimes people find it hard to pick up Ambroxan or ISOE Super. Me, I can smell it coming and going. Like, I'll get a whiff of Ambroxan, then I'll get a whiff of ISOE Super, then I might not detect nothing for 5 to 10 minutes, then I get a bit of ISOE Super that comes back in, then Ambroxan. So to me, them two accords in this fragrance, or them two synthetic molecules, they come and go for me. Starts drying down, I get little fruity touches, the woods amp up. Now an earthy quality has come into the fragrance, and the more this dries, it stays woodsy, the woods amp up. It stays musky, the musk amps up. This has always got freshness to it. This has always got a little bit of a citrusy, fruity vibe to it. But you've got to appreciate woods, spice and musk to appreciate this fragrance. The florals in this, the freesia and the jasmine tame the edges a little bit. The jasmine pushes in a little bit of a dirty sweetness, and the iris here gives this a very light powdery touch. Like, the iris in this is not makeup-y, lipsticky, cosmetic bag. It's nothing like that. To me, it does give this, or it gives this a little bit of a powdery touch, and that starts coming through in the mid. Up top, I don't get any. In the mid, that iris comes through a little bit, and then as it sort of gets into the late dry down, that powdery side of the fragrance kind of just, like a puff of powder, it disappears. Cashmeran can come across smelling earthy, woodsy, musky, a little bit sweet. So it works that way in this fragrance. All these notes support each other. Oh, and another thing, in the dry down, that is when I pick up on the labdanum. That comes through. But I think the cypress gives off a little bit of a resiny touch. And then as it dries down, the labdanum pushes through and just adds a little bit of a balsamic nature to the fragrance. But the fragrance always stays fresh. There is a little bit of warmth that tweaks in the base. But through and through, citrusy, fruity, musky, woodsy, earthy. This is a great scent. That sour tinge that I get up top, that does level out. After about 5 to 10 minutes, that sour or sourness that I do get, that sort of just fades away and the fragrance takes shape. Geezer Sean, or Geezer Sean, I think is his name. I'm probably butchering it. He's the perfumer, and I believe he's the owner of the brand of Escentric Molecules. He has done a great job with this fragrance. Look, I'm no specialist. I don't claim to be. I just know a great fragrance when I smell one. And to me, this is a great scent. This is definitely office appropriate. A couple of sprays, because let me tell you something, this thing pushes. This is no slouch. A couple of sprays if you're working indoors. If you're outdoors, 4 to 5 sprays, and you will get a day's worth out of it, or 7 to 8 hours out of it. Gym, couple of sprays. Now, if you're in and outdoors in the cooler weather, 4 to 5, even 6 sprays. But on hotter days, I would only go a couple of sprays with this fragrance, because it is strong, especially when this first opens up. It pushes it. But the bergamot and the juicy orange help kind of balance out this fragrance. Overall, it is a great scent. Drop a comment down below if you've tried this. Let me know which one your favourite is from the Escentric Molecules or the Molecules lineup. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for the support, and remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. And I'll definitely see you lot on the next one. Cheers.